Hello guys, for today's speech for the impromptu 3, we're going to be talking about describing a time in my life where comfort has prevented me from achieving something that I wanted to do. I wouldn't say like really comfort prevented me from doing something. I feel like there's a lot of what's that called, like there's other things that prevent me from achieving my goals in my life. Like for example, we have perfection, like always being like perfect. Like I believe like no one's perfect. I believe that everyone struggles with something in their life, which is totally fine. Like another example could be procrastination or distractions or the levels of expectations or just like the lack of consistency. And I believe those are things in my life that prevents me from doing that type of stuff. For example, when it comes to school, like after a long day of work, I really sometimes don't feel like doing homework or doing schoolwork. So I'm just, I just tell myself like, hey, we could push it on till tomorrow. And the next day I was like, okay, we could push on the next day, next day. But hey, the assignments get closer to the due date, but I just keep pushing it towards the due date, which I know for myself is not a really good habit of mine. And it's been a habit ever since high school, like the beginning of high school, and I just haven't like let go of it. But I know like in the future I have to improve myself, be better, because I know like uh just pushing my assignment towards the end is not a good idea, especially if it's like a big project or a presentation. But like I feel like those are excuses of like why I can't do it, because like when it comes to work, I like don't have that many excuses for work. Like I don't know why, like it's different for school and work. Like I feel like I have more excuses, you could say, for school, but not as much as work, even though like that's not good because I should prioritize school in front of work, which I do. But just something like after like a long day of work, I just feel like don't doing like much schoolwork, so I just push it off till the next day. But and then another one could be expectations. So there's a lot of like for me being the oldest and for being the third oldest in my family, I have a lot of expectations too, um, of like getting like to the top, like to see like I said, like my parents, how like they came here from India with nothing and how they struggled, slowly came to the top, and then my brother, and then my sister, and then it's me. So I feel like I have to follow their footsteps too, because my brother was a doctor, and my sister is like a school teacher, and so like for me, like I'm in that pathway, so I have to make my pathway a little career path. So that's a little expectation too, because for my parents, that they expect a lot from me too. But I know like I'm capable of doing it because I have done I've like so far I've done a lot of things. I see myself as a very hard worker when it comes to both school and work, and that's one thing. Distractions, there are a lot of distractions, but not that many, because I have spent a lot of work time at work about 9-10 hours a day, about 4 or 5 times a week. And but that like that doesn't like distract me or anything. I have no other distractions. Like I really don't play video games. I do love playing basketball. I try to play basketball at least one hour a day, try to get my physical exercise in. But that's not really a distraction. That's just like a little time to like help cool down like my brain, just a little get away from everything. But I wouldn't say like comfort really doesn't come in the way. It's just these things like perfectionism, like I said, or distractions or the lack of consistency. These are like the main reasons that come between me and my goals. We can say comfort is like is the right word for this situation, but the words like expectating distractions like the right word for coming in between me and my goals.